That's top of the morning. Top of the morning. Blessed be to you and yours. God bless you all. Boss here. Feeling good. Looking good, as I should. Why wouldn't you? And let me tell you, it's great to be here, observing the beauty that God has bestowed upon us all. And you know what? Contrary to popular demand, when it comes to the beauty of life and beauty as a whole, they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but you know what? I say you don't have to look for beauty. You don't have to search out beauty. You have to merely observe beauty. Because if it's beautiful to you, you may not be able to take your eyes off it. Somebody else may want to throw it in the trash or kick it down a flight of stairs. But the beauty that you see as the beholder, you just have to observe it. You just have to look at it. You have to look at it for what it is and find the beauty in that, and it will have you stuck. That's why I can see that sunset over there, and it do it to me every time. It make me want to testify. It make me want to open my mouth and say something. It make me want to speak on God's goodness for me, to me, and for mine. And why shouldn't I? I should, I shall, I will, I shall, I will, I shall. So, forgive me for just wanting to be a testament to the fact that everything that might be going on in the world at large ain't making me, not give God his just due. It's not making me put up a resistance around, okay, yeah, I'm here, but things are messed up. Well, shit, first of all, first thing first, you're here. Let's start with that. You're here. Okay, you're here. So let's go with that. And let's see the goodness of that being just what it is. Now if you want to work day and night diligently to try to change your situation, then that's what you should do with the opportunity you have, because what? You're here. All right then. Let's start. Well, all right now. Let's start with that. Well, all right now. I'm trying to tell you. And you know what? Can I talk to you for a second? A word? Can I have a word? Okay, look. Sometimes you got to get them. You got to get them off you. You got to get people up off you. And what I mean is directly a result of what I'm talking about as far as being thankful and being grateful. You being grateful, you being thankful, you giving praise, you testifying, you saying it loud and proud as well you should, and God is making everything real good, feel good, and somebody still wanna, what's so good about blah, 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 blah? What you making so much noise for over there? Don't you know that we are having issues with NATO? First of all, bitch, who you yelling at? Second of all, who the fuck is NATO? And since ain't but two of us in here, why the hell me and you got a problem? Have mercy. Now, see, I'm going to tell you, people will try to make you feel bad or try to get on you about what you don't know that they know. Okay? Now look here, you asshole. You took the time. You take the time. You make the time to know the things you know. But that don't make me ignorant, stupid, less important, or somehow or another subpar, because you know about a bunch of shit that I don't. You see what I'm saying? And I use NATO because NATO is the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. They used that in the movie Head of State with Chris Rock. And they tried to get on Bernie Mac. Chris Rock was going to choose Bernie Mac to be his running mate, and that was his brother. That's somebody he trusted. He didn't think he could trust nobody else. And they tried to get on him about being you're going to be the vice president, and you don't know NATO. And he's like, wait a minute. I thought you were talking about NATO. And he said, well, you don't know NATO? How you going to be a vice president if you don't know NATO? Well, I do know a NATO. Well, who is the NATO you talking about? We're talking about the North Atlantic Treaty. Well, I'm talking about NATO Jenkins. Do you know NATO Jenkins? No, I can't say that I do. Well, then you don't know NATO. I don't know NATO. Get up off of me. Get up off of me. Because the truth of the matter is, you're only as ignorant as what you know and choose to know. Have mercy. Now, damn it, if I don't know nothing about your North Atlantic Treaty bullshit, but you don't know NATO Jenkins, well then we both ignorant of NATO by name and by term. So don't get on me like, I'm stupid, or I don't know what you know, and you don't know what I know. You know what I'm saying? And that's just in the matter of humor, obviously, because shit, if you is the fucking vice president, you should know about NATO and every other doggone nomenclature they got using the first letter to identify all these terms involving the world at large. But in the sake of not knowing, what you don't know does not make you subpar. A subpar human, a subpar person, or nothing. Do you know about why are you out here having fun and playing in the park with your children? Don't you know about the hole in the ozone layer? Bitch, do you know my grandma got a hole in her ceiling? Well, the ozone layer affects the world. Well, the hole in my grandma's roof affects my grandmama. And let me tell you something, you better stop yelling at me. Okay? The fact of the matter is, the things that affect us the most are the things that we're most passionate about. Okay? I'm damn sure going to be very passionate about talking to people in the government, people in organizations, people that work in the area and that help senior citizens and elderly folks. If my grandma got a hole in her fucking roof, if there's a hole in her ceiling and she getting rained on and the sun is beaming down and it's a bright spot on the TV, you're damn right. I'm very affectionate about that. Now, I ain't saying your damn ozone story is not it's not important. But it ain't as important as getting this fucking my grandma got an umbrella on it. I got a problem with that. What? We want you to come on down and put some money in the pot and come celebrate the great dances for all the people from the native land of Poland. No. But if you would like to contribute some money to us, we is about to go to the Cuda Fest in Gifford. You want to do that? Exactly. You don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. But the things that mostly affect me, the things that I'm familiar with, are the things that you hear me talking about. Things you hear me saying are good or helpful or necessary. We bridge that gap by talking to one another. Instead of saying, you don't know what I'm talking about. You don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, let's one of us stop talking briefly and listen to what the other person's talking about. And then you can brief me. You can tell me. Talk to me about what you're talking about. At the end of your sentence, I will talk and you will listen. And then you'll know what I'm talking about. You'll know what I'm passionate about. You'll know what concerns me. That's how people should be by and large everywhere. If you have any issues about trying to bridge the gap between people, organizations, authoritative figures, different countries, different races, sexes, religions, somebody got to shut the hell up for a minute and let the other person talk and give the other person the same respect in return. That's how somehow or another you'll find out that it's not crazy to want to celebrate your Irish, Polish, Turkish celebrations, and you won't feel like I'm being offensive when I say, hell, come on down to the Cuda Festival, the Watermelon Festival, or the parade of flags where I'm from, because that's what I know about and that's what you know about. Together you will know what I'm talking about and we can become one. That's how it's done. That's how we can do it. And as crazy as it sounds, people cannot do that. Simply listening as much as you talk will only learn you more about the people you're talking to. And there'll be more people that you can relate to. Because guess what? That guy, he'll listen to you. I don't mind talking to him because he'll listen to you in return. It's a respect. That's all it is. So we can bridge the gap and we can make ourselves a much more communicating source of people. And that's what we need right now.